In this video, I'm going to show you how to record your chord progression into Soundtrap. So we're going to start off by clicking New Track. We're going to use a keyboard or piano sound for this. So you're going to select piano. You can click this and choose other sounds, but I'm going to stick with the basic piano sound for now. So there are two ways we can enter in the chords. First one I'm going to show you is using this piano roll. Okay, you want to make sure the pen is selected. So you can see on the left we have all the notes of the keyboard. So you want to find the notes of the chord you want. I'm going to choose C major. And you can enter them in there. So writing C, E, G. If we hit play, you can hear that they're all sounding together. Okay, we want this to be a 4-bar long loop. So we go down here to the bottom right where it says adjust end, and we drag it to be 4 bars long. Okay, I'm going to drag my looping section to be 4 bars as well, and click it so that when I hit play, it's going to loop over and over again. So let's double click that to edit it again. Make sure you have the pen, and you can add in your other chords. So I'm going to go for E minor. I'm going to go for D. And then I'm going to go for G major. So let's have a listen to that. So I can make sure I've got all the notes right, but it's all quite short. If we want to extend them, you can go over to the mouse symbol here. If you select a note, you can drag it to extend it longer, but you have to do this one note at a time. So you can see that makes it longer, but it's very time consuming. It's quite difficult to do. So a quicker way, I'm going to delete this, is to use our knowledge of how to play the keyboard and to actually play the sounds in exactly the way we want them. So again, I'm going to drag that out to be 4 bars long, just an empty one, double click it to edit, and this time I'm going to go to instrument, where you can see we have keyboards, the notes of the keyboard, and you can play them using your computer keyboard. So you want to find the right notes that fit the notes of your chord. So there's my first chord, C major. And those are my 4 chords. So give yourself a bit of practice. And then once you're ready, we're going to record them in. But before we do that, really important that we use this tool called a metronome. If I turn this on and hit play, you'll hear it just gives you a click on every beat. And that's just going to help us stay in time. Now when we press record, it's going to give us 8 clicks in before it actually starts recording. That gives us time to get ready. So hit record and get yourself ready to play your 4 chords. Okay, it's going to be 4 beats for each because each chord lasts a whole bar. And then we can stop it. Let's have a listen back. So we can hear, and we can see it as well, that my playing wasn't quite with the beat. It was a little bit uneven. So what we can do is we can do something called quantizing, which is basically just automatically putting the notes that we've already played onto the beat to make it a bit more even. Okay, so we need to go back to the piano roll. We need to get to our cursor here. You can drag in the red area to select them all, or you can just press Control A, or I'm not sure what it would be for a Mac, probably Command A, to select all your notes. Then we right click, we go down to Quantize, and you have a few options. So the smaller options are barely going to move it at all, because it's just snapping it to the really smallest notes. So let's undo that, and let's try something a bit bigger. Okay, We could try that. We can see they're still a bit out of whack, so let's undo and try even bigger. I'm going to quantize at a half. And there we go. Now each one is lining up with the beginning of the bar. So let's have a listen. So that sounds much better now. We don't need the metronome on anymore because we're not recording. It just gets in the way. The last thing we could do is, some of these I played a bit short. So if you really wanted to, you could make sure you're not selecting all of them. You could go back in one at a time and just drag them out so that they last a bit longer. And there we go. We got a really nice 4-bar long 4-chord progression. And since I've got the loop selected, it's just going to loop as it plays. So make sure you've titled your song with something that identifies it as yours. Make sure you have shared it with the music department email address. Hit invite so that we can see it and give you some feedback. And absolutely make sure you save it when you're done.